taught a class online, and Texas does not allow hands-on instruction online. My home state during COVID never waived any rules regarding hands-on instruction and online stuff. Online CE credit is only allowed for like theory or business or something like that. Make sense?
Does it matter if it's pre-recorded or live?
Let me think about this for a second. So in Texas, whether it's pre-recorded or live, I think the challenge is Texas has a blanket rule. You can't teach any hands-on instruction through these cameras. Mm-hmm. It's not allowed for CE credit. Now, other states during COVID tweaked that and said, well, it's COVID. We don't want people spreading. Texas was like, oh, well. They didn't allow what I'm doing at all, teaching online. So long story short, I taught a class online. I was teaching Thai-style foot massage. In the mat-based section, a lady in Arkansas called and started cursing me out on my Bluetooth and whatever. Got pretty angry at me because I got mouthy with her for calling me and cursing me out during class, and then reported me to TDLR. So a lady I've never met, who's never taken an in-person class with me, who's never had a session with me, reported me because of something I said on the internet. And TDLR is like, are you doing? And I'm like, hold on. You have a recording of the entire interaction I had with the lady because she called her in class. She gave you a copy of the recording. You saw what happened. Mm-hmm. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation does not allow CE online for hands-on instruction in Texas. And they're like, correct. They're like, are you teaching CE? I'm like, no, hold on. I live in Texas. People come study with me. People can take my online classes. But if they're in Texas, I'm not responsible if they're trying to file courses that they know they can't file, because there's a blurb on my website that says, listen, Texas blocks 75% of what I'm doing. Like, it sets a very dangerous precedent when somebody out of state can report me and get me in trouble with the Texas State Board, and they're asking all these questions. And I'm like, listen, if the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation doesn't allow hands-on instruction online, how is anything I do online within the purview of TDLR? And if I ask that, they'll go, well, we're not at liberty to interpret the law. And I go,
it's the lawyers.
So you don't interpret laws that you're enforcing? Like, okay, guys, and in the end, everything was fine. It was just, this lady and whatever. No charges were pressed. I didn't have to go to TDLR and defend myself. But It's put me in a weird situation, because I wound up teaching online because I felt blocked by school owners and industry leaders who don't think very well of online education, and my clients are completely closed. I haven't had anybody take off clothes in 8 years. My students are completely closed. I haven't had anybody take off clothes in eons. So I just film and photo document everything and teach online, and everybody's like, no, but you can't. And I'm like, can't what? They're like, but you're not following the rules. And I go, yes, but I have a lawyer and I don't break the law. We don't like that guy. He's not, he's just like on the internet asking questions. We don't like it. So where were we?
We were talking about laws.
Oh, good Lord. I should have been a lawyer. I really miss my calling. If I had to do it over again, I'd just go to law school, because I love it.
You like to debate?
Oh, it's my true, if I had a true gift. I've had people argue with me on Facebook before and just call me names and tell me I'm fat. And I'm like, hey, you want to debate me right now? We'll go live on a podcast. I'll debate you right now. No scripts, nothing. Let's go. Everybody declines, of course, but it's like it could get brutal. Yeah, it's just different than I think the way most people are thinking about education itself. Again, there's this weird top-down model. We tell you what to think, and you just regurgitate the information
and follow suit.
Yeah, me just doing something. This is how radical my curriculum was. I went, hey guys, why don't we work on a mat? And if you really let that sit, it's like a burr in your ass. They're like, but this destroys the entire fountain. I'm like, I know. It's like something as simple as working on a mat with somebody clothed is like, oh my God, this is crazy. And it's like,
I didn't realize you would get so much pushback from that.
Well, mat work represents less than 1% of the entire massage marketplace.
I think that makes it more interesting and fun.
It is not allowed at any major facility in the United States. There's only one facility in all of Austin that I can think of that even allows mat-based work. And Austin has Austin is the cool city, right? The progressive city in Texas. There's 1.6 million people here. There's one facility.
Wow, I was not aware of that.
Yeah. Well, in Louisiana, how many mat-based practitioners?
I don't know.
And it's like every day students come into my subscribers group and they're like, do you know anybody in Massachusetts? And I'm like, good luck. Like, you got to do some Google searches because, again, it's made me a bit of a pariah just working differently. It's not really socially acceptable yet. It's not esteemed. Does it make sense? It's not like, ooh, the mat work is like something advanced. They're just like, I don't know, that's weird. I do massage. I don't know what that is.
Do you have any interest in doing tabletop Ty? Or you?
I still teach it, but the only reason I teach it is because it's like training wheels to get them to the mat.
Okay. Yeah, I'll be taking one of your classes.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
The therapists across the board, what I see is they think I'm anti-table. And I go, no, hold on. You haven't understood my teaching. I'm pro-mat. There's a difference. And like, I allow table work. Your industry doesn't allow mat work. And they're like, what? And I'm like, okay, did you learn mat work at school? Are you allowed to practice it in the facilities you work at? Are educators promoting? No. Like, your industry is anti-mat. I'm pro-mat. That's about as simple as I can make it. Now, once I added doing crazy mat work, clothes on with 4 camera angles, teaching interactively live during COVID, I went, oh, we got some bigger issues. So, are you primarily running your own practicing clients and then teaching as a side gig?
I feel like everything that I'm doing is part-time. So I have a great little building, and we have, I would call it a co-op. Everybody owns their own business inside. So I have a massage room. I think there's 9 therapists total. And then we also have a person who does waxing, and then a person who is an esthetician, and she also has this great therapy float tank. So one with the salt water, and so, I manage that. I guess everybody's managing themselves. They have their own businesses. But yeah, I do a bit of massage, a bit of teaching, and even, I don't think I've ever taken more than 12 hours in a semester. So it's a lot of things to fill out a day.
Are you, and let me be clear about this, you don't own a massage school, do you?
I do not.
Okay, but you teach at a massage school in addition to providing CE?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, man, you are spread
since
out.
95. Yeah. Yeah. But everything's part-time, and it's just perfect for my ADHD brain.
Yeah.
Just to keep everything interesting and keep me occupied.
Yeah.
I love it.
The one thing I didn't do was start teaching in core curriculum. I very much felt like CE was going to allow me a certain degree of freedom to ask those questions. If I go into core curriculum, it's going to destroy the school. Like, they're gonna seed a rebellion from a bunch of anarchists who are like, down with the table. It's like weird. Yeah.